All right, what's going on YouTube today? Today's a bit of a different one. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a real different video today. I wasn't expecting to do this, but the idea kind of passed by me as I was like, ordering this stuff in. So I figured, why not? You know, just say fuck it. Um, but anyways, we're doing an unboxing today, very brand new for the channel, the gaming channel, of course. But it is related to gaming and streaming, so like, you know, it is kind of somewhat necessary for me to honestly just do this at this point. So,
And it's the whole lane when I'm driving the machine. True vision, big dream. Kingpin to the scene. They be talking on the net. I just count the green. Cash. From a phantom to a ghost.
what we got in our hands right now, actually, that just came in today, is the FiFine USB/XLR dynamic microphone, the AM8 Pro T. I don't know if this is supposed to say Prot or Pro T, but I seen a lot of people like kept trying to figure out how it's supposed to be like pronounced. I don't know if it's Prot or Pro T. I'm just gonna call it Pro T because it sounds a little more. It just sounds like that's supposed to be the actual name. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, AM8 Pro T, and already you can already see through here right now as I'm showing. I already use FiFine's one of the FiFine's budget microphones. I think it's just this I if I'm not mistaken, this is the A6T um microphone, condenser microphone. I hope I said that correctly. But I've been using this one since I actually like upgraded my setup for like streaming wise and like video stuff and whatnot. And it's done me justice for quite some time now. I don't know how long I've had it for. Probably like maybe like at least 3 years now. Maybe at least a little like 2 years. I think so, probably. I don't know. Either way, I've had it for a long time. It's done me justice, and honestly, it's still a really good mic, and I honestly love it to death. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Seen this one up here, and I was like, yo, I kind of have to grab this one because this one looks really cool. I like it, and it's by FiFine to themselves. So, and it's not sponsored. The video is not sponsored, of course. They don't know who the fuck I am. I just literally bought this with my own money and wanted to fucking showcase it and unbox it with you guys. So that's literally it. And I obviously, if it was fucking what's the right word for it? If it was a paid promotion, which it's not, I have to really make sure I make that known. It's not a paid promotion. If it really was a paid promotion though, I would have been reading off a script. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I would have been probably reading off a script right now. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. But then again, I've made scripts for videos that aren't even like about like, I don't know how to explain it, but at the same time, I've already written scripts for videos that were kind of like my own thing. So, you know, even and still, it's not paid promotion. So y'all are out there thinking like, oh, he's doing this because he's getting paid for it. Like, no, no, they don't know even they don't even know I exist. They don't know who the fuck I am. Trust me. And also we have the Amplagame FiFine USB audio mixer, the SC8. As you can already see, I had ordered this and the USB dynamic microphone. So I ordered those both together with my own money, of course. So I want to go ahead and get ready to unbox this bad boy in a second. So let me go ahead and I'm probably gonna make. So this is the best I can do for this right now. We're just gonna honestly do this right here. That way it's actually all like caught in the light. So then I can actually open up the box. It's not gonna be fully in there, but I'll show like the actual like full product afterwards. And then obviously, we'll go from there. So they did obviously manual, of course, as you know, manual as of all these always come with. Usually nobody reads these, but I think at this point it's probably worth reading over. So we'll look at that later on. Let's take this foam out. So this is pretty much the setup right here, actually. Which this stuff looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this right here, I think this is goes to the boom arm here. Yep, that's for the the RGB lights, the LED lights on the boom arm here for the that right here. You have to obviously plug this into something, of course, but I do like this though. It's both USB-C and USB-A. That's like really cool. So like it can go both ways. It doesn't discriminate basically is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is basically the they obviously put their fine print here. You know, they have to obviously let you know it's theirs. But yeah, this is kind of basically the whole thing here for the boom arm. And then we'll just go straight to the getting the rest of this stuff out actually. This is, I'm pretty sure, for to plug into the mic and whatnot. You know, obviously for your mic condenser, um, stuff like that. Also, USB-A to, if I can get this shit open, there we go. USB-A to USB-C. So that one goes both ways too. So you're not really limited to how you want to actually like plug this in too. So that's actually really good because I use both sometimes, but I mainly prefer using USB-C just because it's kind of what I've been used to at this point now after transitioning. But yeah, this is still pretty cool though. This is really nice though. I like that. And obviously, I don't know, I don't really remember what this was called, but this is obviously to just, you know, put your boom arm on top of, obviously right there through the hole. Pause. You sick freaks out there. Stop thinking like that. Um, yeah, to get your mic stand up going there. Pretty simple, pretty, you know, stellar. Standard, I mean. Then you have the moment of truth. You have the piece de resistance, if you will. You got the actual mic itself, which I'm not gonna lie, this looks a hell of a lot more bigger than I thought it would have been. I thought it was gonna be a lot smaller. This actually looks a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. This looks nice though. Obviously, I believe this is where you kind of pretty much tap to pretty much mute here. I think it is touch sensitive, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. And then obviously you got the logo buttons here, which is your mic, headset, and I think this is supposed to be for the lights, if I'm not mistaken. That one I could be probably wrong on, but this is for something obviously. I just don't remember what it is, so forgive me. But yeah, this is the microphone. Obviously, you can take this off of here, and you reveal the rest of it right there. That actually looks pretty nice actually. If it didn't have to have this on here, this would still look pretty fucking decent. I actually do like how it looks without it, but we're gonna put that back on because this is actually important to have on here. And then of course you got obviously these right here. You can place your headphone jack in here to monitor your mic, of course. This I know is supposed to be for the RGB lights right here. This right here, of course. You can just press this several times. Obviously, it's not going to be on because it's not plugged in, but you know, whatever. And then obviously you have this little port right here. I'm trying to make sure I point at the right one. But yeah, you got this little port right here. That's there. So I think that's just to charge it or just not charge it, but obviously to use the RGB lights. So yeah, there's that. And then this is where the XLR is supposed to go into for like obviously better audio in terms of like just recording and stuff like that. But even then, even with the USB, at least from videos I've seen, it still sounds pretty good regardless. I think this is supposed to be to turn up your mic volume here, and then you can obviously tap it here, press the button here as well. I think this is the mute right here. Now that I realize it, I think this might be the mute because you can just press this, but this is obviously to, you know, mess around with this right here, to mess around with the mic volume sensitivity. So that's everything that's out of the box here now. So we're gonna go ahead and take this down now. And then we'll go into the mixer afterwards a little bit later, actually. Because right now we're just kind of mainly focusing on obviously this part right here, particularly. But we'll get into the mixer afterwards in like possibly maybe like another video or so, or probably I'll just do it like within a later recording. So we'll see. Okay. Um yeah, so I had to cut this very much to the very to this part specifically. Because I had to pretty much I only was able to I had enough time only today to record like one part of my video, and I didn't get to finish recording the other part, so I kept that for safekeeping until I came back home from work today. So immediately just went straight to recording. Yeah, so don't mind the hair. It's very fucking messy right now. I didn't care. I just was tired. And I also wanted to really get this out of the way. So yeah. Um, by the way, I'm not gonna wait till later for another video. I'm gonna unbox this like right now too. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so this time we have the SC8 Mixer right here in front of us. And we're gonna go ahead and unbox that as well. Um, obviously I already have the microphone here. Obviously it's still in the box. I put it back in the box because I wanted to finish the recording when I came back home. So, you know, there's that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and unbox this now. Obviously, manual, of course. I mean, if you're gonna not read it at this point, then I mean like that's to each their own, honestly. But I honestly at this point gotten to the point in my life where I need to read them more often. So yeah, there's that. But we're gonna put that to the side for now. And same boxing up too, also as well from the other box too. And then here it basically is right here. We have the mixer. Let me actually move the box up the way actually for so yeah, this is the SC8 Mixer from FiFine. Obviously you have your gaming chat volume here. Obviously, that's to want to hear more of your game, you can always go down to the left side. Want to hear more of your chat, of course, you just go to the right side. Um, Pretty simple, self-explanatory, honestly. The output, I believe this is for to honestly just hear how much obviously you're monitoring yourself for that matter. So I think this is kind of what's gonna basically help you like determine whether you can hear if you want to hear yourself or not through your mixer or not. That's pretty much up to you. So do with that what you will. Obviously, the mic volume right here as well. So, depending on how loud or how low you want the mic to be, again, it's simple personal preference. That's just totally up to you. Aux volume here as well. Same issue. Up, down, left, right, left, right. I'm kidding. But anyways, no, yeah, sorry. I sound like really tired right now. I really am. But obviously, this is to turn on the mic monitoring, which then I'm pretty sure you can use the output to then actually like, whatever. You have the 48V, 7.1 button, the EQ button. Uh, Obviously you have custom buttons here too as well, A, B, C, and D, of course. So I'm pretty sure you could list these, customize these and use them to like whatever you kind of choose to be. I believe you can probably like make your own like little soundboard. Maybe I'm not sure. I'll have to test that out and see how that works out. In like another time or whatever, like probably my spare time. But I just want to test out like obviously like the mixer and the microphone. And then obviously the voice changer here too. So obviously you have like other choices here. You have the auto tune, you have the elder, which that's kind of weird. I don't know how that's gonna work out. You have obviously the monster, which is weird. Again, I'm not really used to that because I've had my other soundboard just has like a different set of voices. So like, I mean, I don't know. You have the robot here. Then you have the megaphone. Pretty sure that sounds like maybe if you were just to honestly, I don't know if you were just to like be on the phone or whatever. Then you have the baby and the female and the male. I don't know why it's just female and male. Just kind of just you could have listed that as anything else. Honestly, that just kind of looks weird, but whatever. And then there's also these lights right here too. Also, I'm not sure what they all like really mean there specifically. So I'm gonna just probably guess later on once I figure that out. Afterwards, behind the scenes, and then I will try to um kind of determine that on myself. when I figure that out later on. And then obviously you have the RGB lights right here for the button. And then that's where you obviously plug in your cord for whichever, or no, not plug in your cord. Switch the button, of course, for between PS4 and PC. And this supposedly is supposed to work with PS5 as well too, so it's not exactly, and it's not even supposed to be only just PS4. It just is there because it's supposed to say that you could just kind of work with any other console while using the PC setting on here. It just is listed as PS4 for some odd reason. I don't know why. That's kind of weird, but you know, whatever. I guess it's easier to just say PS4. You have your optic, or you're not optic. Your OTG/PC, and then you have the optical in, headphone jack, auxiliary in, headset, and then you have the dynamic and condenser switcher here, which you can obviously switch between those two, to each their own on how you kind of prefer to use that. And then I believe this is for the XLR for the microphone we're gonna obviously test out in a second. So yeah, that's pretty much it right there with all the buttons and doohickeys on the mixer. Looks pretty solid though. I do like how it looks. It's pretty simple, not too complicated. And I'm pretty sure if it does get complicated, I can always just eventually like do some more research on it and look at it afterwards. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. So we're gonna hook up the microphone first and get that set up, and then we'll test out the mixer afterwards too, also as well. Okay, so now I'm recording using the AM8 Pro T microphone, and I just wanted to show y'all the RGB lights real quick because this is low key kind of insane. Like the button is up here, but the way this like, bro, like look at that. That's crazy. That's insane. Like, and it goes like it traverses through the whole entire, bro. That's insane, dude. I don't know. I've never seen no shit like this before in my entire life. If I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I genuinely think this is gonna be my go-to mic. I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna be my go-to streaming mic right here. Like it's flashy, it's cool as fuck. Like you can't get no better than that. Look at bro. It's fucking fire. And then let me show you the mic real quick. Hold on. Like this is the microphone right here. This is the microphone right. I got the RGB like plugged in right now, and I'm like running it like, bro, this is crazy too. This looks fucking insane. I actually like really like this. This is actually like fucking dope as hell. Bro, I don't even know what to say. I'm genuinely fucking surprised right now. Like, bro, look at this. I think there's a setting too also to where it like reacts to your voice too. It's like, hold on. Let me find it. All right. See, oh, wait, hold on. Let me try again. That was to turn it off. Okay, to hold it to turn it off. All right. See, yo, that's crazy. That is fucking insane. It's actually like fucking getting my bro. Like, come on. This is Man, this is fucking crazy, bro. I don't understand how this is even like getting how this is even getting that. Like this, bro. What? Yo, that's insane. This is fucking cool as hell. I like this. I really like this a lot, bro. Like, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit getting used to, because granted, I'm gonna have to like obviously speak into the top of the mic right here so you can hear me like more clearly. But I don't mind that. I really don't. Hold on, actually, let me try something real quick. Hold on, because what I could do is actually this right here. I could do this right here and just honestly have it like right up to my my face, to where it's not like too close, like it's in my fucking mouth. Pause, or you dirty fucks out there. But it's like right there. You know what I mean? Like this shit is actually fucking cool as hell. I like this a lot. Now, damn, do I even want to try out the mixer right now? Because I'm like already too fat, bro. I'm way too fucking fascinated with this. This is like cool as fuck, bro. FiFine know what they doing, bro. They got some really dope budget microphones. This is crazy. It's actually insane.